All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Since I'm like an hour behind today, man. I've been busy taking care of some things, so I said let me go ahead and make this run I had to do, take care of business, and here we are. I said let me go ahead and jump in here, get at least an hour on, maybe 45 minutes tonight. I mean, we're gonna be on this whole weekend. I got some time off, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and talk about these fights coming up tomorrow night. What else we got? LFA tomorrow, or no, we got LFA tonight. I gotta watch that. Then you got Bellator, so a little bit of everything, man. But I want to hit on these main fights. Let me see what I got here for y'all in the title. Definitely got to talk about this Rose Clark fight and Jocelyn Edwards, Randa Markos, Renata Souza, Tabitha Ricci, Maria Oliveira. This is Ricci's right weight now. So, yeah, it's going down. And then I want to talk a little bit about next Friday's card. ONE FC Next Generation. This next gen. Fairtex and Metza Barber, Fogat, and Rahada. I don't know if I'm gonna do my picks yet. I might talk about the fights in general, but I'm not sure if I'm solid on my pick for one of these fights. So yeah, I might hold off on the pick. We'll see. And what else did I put in this title? Let me see. Yeah, so these fights tomorrow, they're like major fights, but there's some good strawweight fights. Randa. I've always been a fan of Randa. Who else? Jocelyn Edwards, I've been looking to see what she can do. Interested in to see if bantamweight is for her, because she kind of has that frame for flyweight. I don't know. Is that just me or what? Let's see. And Rose Weili too, I haven't really done any full, I haven't really done my introduction to this rematch yet, because there's been so much going on. Like, the first fight I talked about, I feel like I talked about that a lot, but this rematch is in 2 weeks, and I haven't really jumped on it. I just did one video, which I got another video coming to, about these interviews and Zhang Weili and the whole crowd issue. And I'm not really talking about the crowd thing anymore. I'm just talking about the mental battle. It just seems like there's a big mental war between these two. And, Zhang Weili has to learn how to master it, man. So, let's talk about that. That'll wrap up the stream. But yeah, man, let's go back to the schedule here for tomorrow night. Let's look at UFC's prelims. Livianata Souza versus Randa Markos. I think we can safely say, Randa is really, really in a must-win situation. I mean, she's never been like totally like just dominated. I mean, Ebos did dominate her, and then she got submitted by Mackenzie Dern, but Markos has never really been like one of those fighters that's just constantly taking the beating. I mean, she's had some close fights, but she's never just been knocked out consecutively. These 12 losses, like she's giving people work. Let me see here. So Randa Markos, first of all, Souza, she's coming off that loss to Amanda Lemos, so that's big. First round stoppage to a hard hitter. Not Miranda, but Randa Markos, man, she hasn't tasted a W in 2 years. Can y'all believe that? It's been 2 years since Randa Markos had a win. Oh, wow. I'm trying to focus on that. I'm sorry, I'm not making fun. I'm just trying to focus. My eyes is like looking at all these L's here. Wow, I can't believe that. October 2019 was the last time she had a win. Ashley Yoder. Since then, she lost to Ebos, Mackenzie Dern, Kanako Murata, Luana Pinheiro. All of these hard prospects and contenders, in which she was dominated in the Ebos and Dern fight. Murata, that was, yeah. Pinheiro, I think that fight was closer than it was going to be, but we know how that ended. But yeah, she's on a 4-fight losing streak, man. She won a 4-fight losing streak, y'all. So this is a must win for her. Who else we got here? Mark, what's up? Markos, Mark Robinson, and then we got Daniel Edwards, high five in the building. All right, so Mark Edwards said Valentina was on Joe Rogan 2 hours and 30 minutes. Have a listen. Check it out whenever you want. Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm going to check it out. I don't really watch this show. I really don't. When was the last time I watched it? I watched it when Roy Jones was on there, but I don't really watch it too much. But I might watch it for her. Roy Jones, Andre Ward. Who else was up there? Terrence Crawford. And I just caught glimpses. Like, Roy was probably the only show I watched almost through. But yeah, I don't really watch it too much. Her losses look better than her wins. I mean, she's in there with some of the best fighters, man. So I don't know, man. She's in a must-win 4-fight losing streak. Let's see. Souza is on just a 1-fight loss to Lemos. They both, wow. Well, they're both fighters. Their last wins were against Ashley Yoder. And just so y'all know, Ashley Yoder just signed a 4-fight contract. She's fighting Vanessa Demopoulos in January. So that's interesting. They both hold wins over Ashley Yoder, and that's the last person they beat. All right, so right away, man, I think that, Randa Markos, she has to look for a finish. I'm going to be honest, Randa's got to look for a finish. Yeah, Markos, they did. Sure did. Yeah, Randa is in a must-win right now. She's in a situation where she has to look to finish. Like, I don't know if she has the knockout power to hurt Souza, but I think she has the dog in her where she can get this thing to the ground. But Souza, she's decent on the ground too. Her jiu-jitsu is solid. I think though Randa, that's gonna have to be her best bet. I like Randa's wrestling. I think her wrestling and her clinch work can be effective here. Her overall body control. So she has to play. She has to play in close quarters here. Don't stay on the outside trying to mix it up or letting Souza get a tit for tat moment with her. I think this has to be a fight where Randa Markos has to spin it on the ground to me, or in close quarters, like I said, roughing her up and just dogging her. So Randa, you got to get the finish. She's got to get the finish. It can't go to the cards. She's had too many close decisions. Souza, on the other hand, I think this will have to be a fight where she needs to. I actually think she would need to mix it up more with her striking. Like, she didn't look too good with her striking in the Lemos fight, but again, that's Lemos. I think Lemos is just, levels above her. I think there's moments where she can use her striking, and if she uses it in a smart way, she can use it to switch levels. And if she initiates takedowns and gets the takedown first and gets full control and top control, it could go in her favor. So for Randa, I think she just needs to close distance early, take this fight into the phone booth, and wear Souza down. She's got to even test the chin out a little bit, man. Test that chin out. Because last time I seen Souza like really give somebody a tough fight, that was like early on back in like Invicta. She fought that one big girl, Sarah Froda, and I had to give her credit there. I mean, she's always shown toughness, but like as far as just like one or two things that stand out, I can't really say there's like something really stand out about Souza. Everything's just kind of well-rounded with her, but she still needs to level up. She got some solid wins. I'm not gonna lie, she got solid wins early on, but it just seems like when fighters can step out of the box with her, she has trouble. I think Randa was looking for, she's looking to finish this time too. She needs a win, man. She really does. So if I had to pick in this, I'm gonna go with I think I'm gonna go with Randa by decision. Very close decision. I think she's gonna look for a finish, but it's gonna be hard to get. And I think that Souza has the ability to, make it rough and ugly, and her takedown defense is solid. I'm gonna go with Randa by decision in this one, though. Yeah, it's one of these sleepers, but I think it's gonna be a good fight. Let me know who y'all think's gonna win this one, though. Let's go ahead and move up here to this next strawweight fight. Tabitha Ricci, Maria Oliveira. All right, so as y'all know, Tabitha Ricci made her debut. Oh man, she made her debut against a very powerful flyweight, big, strong, hard-hitting flyweight known as Manon Fiorot. When that fight was scheduled, I was like, oh man, like, how are they going to sign this girl to fight somebody that's nearly twice her size? You know what I mean? Like, why'd they put her in the strawweight division? I was like, why can't they find like another flyweight to fight Manon Fiorot? Like, they're really going to kill this girl. She's 5-0. She's a black belt BJJ. She's working her way up. Then y'all just throw her into the UFC. Right when I was covering one of her other fights, and I was like, okay, this girl needs to be moved wisely because she's a prospect. And as soon as I said that, the UFC signs her and they feed her to Manon Fiorot. I was like, come on, y'all. So anyways, hopefully that can be left in the past and she can move on here and make a new statement against Oliveira. Now, Oliveira, she's got some experience. Oliveira's got some experience now. She's been in here before. 16 fight experience. She's fought on the Contender Series, and this is kind of how I'm gauging her by that Contenders fight, because she was in there with Marina Rodriguez, who stopped her in the first round. I didn't like the body language in that fight. Like, of course, if she got stopped in the first round, she just got overwhelmed so fast. Like, Oliveira was just done. Like, she literally turned away when Marina Rodriguez came at her. So that's not a good sign. I mean, hopefully that's not in her anymore, but that wasn't a good sign, especially to be signed to the UFC. After a few hard strikes, she kind of turned away, and that was it. And before that, I was looking at a fight today when she was in Rising. She's Brazilian. But what's crazy is she got submitted by Kana Asakura by an armbar. That was crazy, right? She's Brazilian, but she got submitted by Asakura. I mean, Asakura put her to the ground, and I was like, yo. She had a transition to full mount and then jumped on, got the armbar. I was like, dang. So I don't really know what Maria Oliveira's strong point is going to be going into this fight. I mean, her striking looks decent. She's a bit of a Muay Thai fighter. I can see the way her stance is and the way she throws some of her strikes. But I'm curious as to, is that going to be enough? Because I've been looking at her record, and she hasn't really fought too many big names besides Rodriguez and Asakura. And she lost. So she has a lot of experience, but again, that's against that competition is still in question. I think Tabitha Ricci has been showing some nice development in her striking. She even landed some good shots against Manon, like a couple good shots. Nothing to hurt Manon, but it was just like good squared up shots. Two Beats, what's up? I think in this fight, Ricci, she has enough power to get the respect of Oliveira and use the developing striking that I've been seeing, like even when she was in LFA, yeah, a couple of LFA fights, to rattle Oliveira. And if she can rattle her, boom, she takes it to the ground, and I think it's all her. Like, we're talking about Ricci's a black belt, right? So I think I favor the stand up for Ricci and the ground. I think, again, like I said, Oliveira definitely has experience, but against less competition. And hang on here 1 second. I think strength too, man. I think Ricci's pretty strong for her size. You know, even for 5'1". You know, I just wasn't really impressed by the. I mean, Oliveira, man, like how'd she have to just turn away like that, man, in that Marina Rodriguez fight? That's what makes you just say, what? Young Mars said, Yoda got a new contract. Yeah, she got a new 4-fight contract. She fighting Vanessa Demopoulos in January, man. Yes, sir. She just renewed her contract, so she ain't going nowhere for the next 2 years at least. I wonder about Randa, like what her deal is with her contract. Like, I wonder if it's done. But hold on. Yeah, so Maria Oliveira, we're gonna see. We got to see what she does. You know, as far as her stand up, I think she can't go to the ground, so she's gonna have to make this a point fight. You know, I still favor even Ricci on the mid range with her punches. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with Ricci by submission in this one. You know, she's just been looking good. Like even on the circuit she was on. You know, because Maria Oliveira is still on that level she's on. So yeah, Stamina, what's up? I'm gonna go with Ricci in this fight by submission. What do y'all think? Mark said he got Ricci. Can't wait to see her get some of her size. Yeah, you know, that's what I've been waiting on. Like, I wanted to see her develop, but since she's in the UFC, it's time to work. Just stay in the strawweight division. Okay, so let's jump to. Yeah, so I'm going with. So far, I'm gonna go with Randa, and I'm going with Tabitha Ricci. Okay. Jocelyn Edwards and Jessica Rose Clark. Okay. How long has it been since Jessie just has been in the octagon? Like 2 years or a year? Let me think. Let's see. Stamina said Randa on her last fight of her current paperwork, everything to play for this time out. Okay, she's on last fight. Cool. Okay. Yeah, Young Mar. They be giving free fights away when it's about time, man. We were watching the on BJ's channel. What were we watching? Usman Covington. Yeah. Okay. Jessica Rose Clark. When was her last fight? Win against Sarah Alpar last year. So she's been out the octagon for a year. Dealing with some injuries. I'm not sure about the weight thing, where she wants to be, 125, 135. I'm guessing bantamweight now. So now she's back after, September 19th of last year against a rising Jocelyn Edwards. Jocelyn Edwards, I've been liking what I've been seeing from her. It was just her last fight back in beginning of the year against Carol Rosa, man. Like, just an all-around wrong approach. You know, she didn't use her range and her size, her length well. You know, she let Carol Rosa bum rush her a lot, just rough her up and beat her, man. Like, open up a big cut on her too. I was like, wow. You know, so those little stocky fighters that have size to them, like Jessica Rose Clark, going into this fight, they have the advantage over over Edwards. You know, Edwards needs to fight tall. You know, Edwards is 5'8". Her reach is like 70. I know Jessica Rose Clark is like 3 inches shorter. 3-inch reach disadvantage, if you want to call it that. But it's all in how you use it. You know, it's kind of like Luana Carolina. You know, she's long and lanky, but if you bum rush them, if you grab one leg, you can just work your way in, you know. So for Jocelyn Edwards, man, she's got to be a long, tall fighter in here, man. You know, front kicks, leg kicks, and just control that range. You know, some of these fighters just don't know how to fight tall, man. They just don't know how to use that range. I was looking at her fight with what's her name, Wu Yanan. You know, that was a good example of her work and she can control range, but that is Wu Yanan, not Jessica Rose Clark. I was gonna say Jessica has better experience. Then when you look at common opponents, Jocelyn Edwards, she's lost to Sarah Alpar. You know, she couldn't even beat her, whereas Jessie just stopped her. You know, so it's all going to come down to Jocelyn Edwards measuring her range and using her striking here, you know, and being first. You know, Rose Clark, she can dirty box and, you know, she can fight on the inside, but I think when she closes distance and she puts the strength on Edwards, that's going to be an uncomfortable place for her. And then if she takes her down, you might see it go like the Carol Rosa fight. So Edwards has to be just a tall, long fighter here, man. Be very, very assertive with her shots. But with that, I'm going to go with Jocelyn Edwards in this fight. I'm not too confident in that pick. I'm really not confident in that pick. If I had to pick, like, this is one of these fights where it's just like you're not seeing enough from either one of these fighters to really, really know where their head is at. You know what I mean? Like, Jocelyn Edwards, of course, she just fought 8 months ago. But that fight, that performance, it just was lackluster. Before that, she won. So she's always been kind of up and down. You know, Jessie, it's hard to tell where she's at. You know, she's been out for a year. Injuries keeping her back. So I don't know, man. Like, I'm just picking here. And I think I'm going to go with the fresher fighter. And Jocelyn Edwards is that. Like, I mean, I like both fighters, but I'm just going off of momentum for the moment. See, I think Miranda can pull it out. I think Miranda can pull out her fight. Now, I'm more confident in Ricci off of what I've seen from her compared to Oliveira, though. Yeah, so I'm going to go with Jocelyn Edwards in this one. 2B said, have I watched the Shevchenko interview? Not yet. I haven't watched it yet. Young Mar said, Yoder, she 8-8. She's something like that. I mean, we can look. Let's see. Ashley Yoder. Daniel Edwards said Ashley Yoder's undefeated. Nah, she's 8-8, buddy. Mentally. He said she's undefeated mentally. I mean, she gotta be, man, because she's still kicking. With 4 more fights in her contract. All right. So those are my picks for the UFC card. I'm going to go with Jocelyn, Tabitha, and Randa. Come on, Randa. You got to pull this thing out, Randa. You got to. 10 and 12. Yes, young mom. I'm going with Randa, too. And I'm not, like, 100% confident. I'm just going for it. I think she has the skills and the experience. Now, if she lose this, I ain't picking her no more. If she lose this, I ain't picking her anymore. Okay, so Stamina said just trying to bulk up this last year, so she's called herself a baby bantamweight. She ain't no baby bantamweight. Jessie just is thick, so she's a real bantamweight. She know that. I know she been saying, yeah, no, she ain't no baby bantamweight. She's 5'5", and has the thighs on her. In the, the waist. She's a real bantamweight. She's got more size to her than Julia Avila, so she's a 135er. Yeah, she's all bantamweight. Markos said he got Randa. Not Miranda, but Randa. I don't know. See, though, co-main event, Ashley Yoder. Okay, so who y'all got? Let's put your picks in the. Y'all stop playing now. Put your picks in the chat. Who y'all got? I know it ain't a major card. I know it ain't major, but who do y'all got? Let me check something here real quick. I know we got some prospects fighting for Bellator. I'll talk about that after. I'll do some post-fight talk on that, but it ain't like major WMMA fights. Well, I don't know. Hold on. Let me just pull it up. Okay, so with that out of the way, just giving my real quick picks. One FC, yeah, I've been keeping up. I'm trying my best to keep up here. I've just been busy, but One FC, October 29th, Friday. Definitely gonna be tuning in. It's probably gonna be off time, so yeah, it's Friday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. Will I be able to catch that? Will I be able to see that? Dang, I think I gotta take care. No, I got stuff to do, so I'll watch it after. Dang, I gotta watch it after. Yeah, I usually could catch that, but that's early morning for me. 8:30 Eastern time. Yeah, that's too early. I'm a night person, so okay. So One FC next gen. We got two solid 115 pounder fights on this card. Itsuki Hirata, Ritu Fogat. That's a bit of a explosion right there. And then we got Stan Fairtex versus Julia Metz-Barber. As y'all know, Julie Metz-Barber is stepping in for Seo Ham. And Ham is out because of an injury. 2B said time to call out Worky. Yeah, I remember. I think he said, yeah, you did last time, right? Yeah. 2B's did. He called out. Shoot. Yeah, Ham had to pull out because of an injury. And some people were a little bit, they were kind of scratching their head like I was. I was like, why not let Denise Zamboanga step in there, right? Why couldn't Zamboanga step in, because she was the next closest thing to that tournament, and it meant that, to me, it would have meant that they would at least reaching out to her. Like, they overturned the decision, but they could at least gave her another chance, That would have been fair to me if they would have let Zamboanga step in against Stan Fairtex. Because Metz-Barber, she was the fill-in, and I mean, she's just doing her job. That's what she was originally put there for. I think, from what I've seen from Metz-Barber, still had some work to be done, Like, I wasn't really, like, blown away. I don't know if that's just me. Julie Metz-Barber, she looked okay in her fight against what's her name, Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi's older though, and I thought that she had the ability to go in there and get the finish, but she didn't. I just thought that Zamboanga, even in a loss, she looked better than Metz-Barber to me, because she won, in my opinion. So I think they should have just went with who was already in the tournament, and to kind of satisfy, or at least try to meet Zamboanga halfway, they should have gave her this opportunity to get back in the mix, since Ham had to pull out, since Ham is out. But that's just me, man. I mean, you know how politics works, so I'm not even going to argue on it now. I mean, the fights are a go. So yeah. Let me see. So early look, Hirata, Fogat. I like this fight. There's going to be a clash. Hirata, she's a good pressure fighter on the inside. Fogat, she just showed like another level of toughness, in my opinion. I think Fogat, like, she could be something so much more. There's a lot of work that needs to be done there as far as her defense and her striking, but she does try. And her wrestling is just off the charts. She's very strong, resilient, and I think that's going to give Hirata problems. I know Hirata's undefeated, but I don't think she's ever fought anybody like this before. On her resume, she don't have anybody like this. I think Elise Anderson gave her some problems. Elise Anderson did rock her a couple of times when she did let her hands go. I think if she closes the distance with Fogat, you might see Fogat winging big punches here, because Fogat wants to get it to the ground. Physically, I think Ritu is a little bit stronger. I think she's a little bit strong, but I give Harada the striking edge and the speed edge. So we'll see, man. It's gonna be a good fight. I don't want to give a pick yet. I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna do my pick next week. Yeah, because I want to go back and look at Harada a little bit more, and just kind of see if I missed anything here before I fully commit. Let's see. Stan Fairtex, Julie Metzenbarber. I think we know, like, Stan Fairtex 6-1, but I think we can safely say like who the better striker is here, right? I think Stan Fairtex is solid with her Muay Thai, solid with her clinch work, good at measuring range. I think her ground game is improving. She was working on that a lot in her last fight. She chose to kind of sit back and grapple a little bit more with what is her name? Girl she lost to, and then she won in the rematch. What's her name? Russell Heine. Yeah, Russell Heine. She bounced back, got that win. So yeah, I think Stan Fairtex is in a better place. Add more to her arsenal. Julie Metzenbarber kind of look basic when it comes down to the stand up. I think that Fairtex is gonna have an easy time kind of chopping her down if it stays at a mid range. I think Metzenbarber is gonna have to make this thing ugly. Make it ugly and cut that octagon off and take it down. Cut the work rate down to Fairtex, man. But I like it, man. I really like I can't wait to see it, man. I want to see style matchups. Fairtex and Fogart, I think, is going to be an interesting fight if that happens, man. I do, man. I think it's going to be a good fight. Mark said Mingbo rocked Fogart. It should have finished her. Yeah, she did. She rocked the heck out of her. I think Mingbo had the better striking, but she gassed. I think, she gassed out. She gave up, man. Like, she let Fogart, Fogart got that dog, man. Mingbo, she started fast. She had better hands, but she didn't know how to use it, man. Like, she quit. I won't say she quit, but she didn't level up. Like, Fogart kept coming, and I was like, oh, Fogart's got this, man. Oh, Young Mar, yeah. Young Mar said, is Ricci fighting No Mas girl? Yeah, the one that was fighting Marina Rodriguez, and she took a couple of hits, and she was like, I'm done. Yep, that's the one. Young Mar, like, she turned around and was like, I'm done. I was like, oh, what are you doing? Come on. The 2B said, I'm a huge fan of the WMMA, especially in 1FC, especially consider you can watch full cards. Yeah, I know. I love that. Yeah, like, you can watch full cards for free on YouTube. And, no cheapskates over there. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, I just want to get on and do like a intro and introduction to this 1FC card coming up. I mean it's next week, but I haven't talked about it too much on my channel, and y'all asked me about it, so I'm not giving my picks yet. But yeah, I like the matchups. So let's see. So we moving right along here, cause like I said, I don't have too much time here tonight. What I say, it was a Bellator card tonight or tomorrow. Hold on, I gotta see something. Where's that Bellator card? I want to see who's on it. Bellator 269 or 270. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, it's 269. I'm right. Okay. Let me see which women are fighting on the Bellator 269 card. Gordon Moore says Stamp looks unstoppable, not as unstoppable as unstoppable Angela Lee. Yeah, I mean, she's champion for a reason. Yeah, I can't argue with that. She's champion for a reason, though. Yeah, Stan Fairtex, I think, she showed a few holes in her game and she's trying to perfect them. I'm a fan of her, though. I'm still a fan of her style, man. And I like her, that Street Fighter 2 kind of character that she is. She comes out dancing and having fun. I love that. Okay, so women for Bellator 269, just so y'all are aware, we have Irina Alexeva versus Stephanie Page. Irina Alexeva versus Stephanie Page. All right. And then you have Darina Mazyuk versus Katarzyna Sadora. Darina, y'all know, is the Russian girl that fought that 500-pound man. I mean, he was big, man. I mean, come on. She did the freak show fight with that huge man, the fat man. Let me see if I can find that. I didn't watch it. I mean, I know it was probably like a show, right? It was weird, man. Like, that was just weird. I mean, that guy had yeah, but that's who Darina is. Darina, she's gonna be fighting tomorrow. She's a flyweight. She made her claim to fame by beating this fat guy. I mean, that's what he is, right? He's a fat guy. That's what he is, right? I mean, not lying. I mean, he's chugging it around. So that's who she fought. Who else is on her record? I mean, they don't put that on her professional record. I know that. I'm just playing. Let me see. Hold on. Cause she's currently 3-1. And she's mostly just fought like lower organizations. So this is her Bellator debut. So I'm not really familiar with anybody on her resume. She's 3-1. So yeah, this is her debut to a bigger organization. We're gonna see what she has, We're gonna just see if she's a show or if she can bring it for real. I mean, that was just a show anyway when she was fighting that dude. So I mean, it wasn't like he gonna tee off her anyway. I mean, all he had to do was like lay on her, get one takedown, and she'd disappear. So I don't know. Mark says Stephanie has a big kickboxing record, 100 fights. Wow, 67 wins. Page fought Valentina years ago, but lost by UD. Okay, yeah, okay. Stephanie Page. Yeah, she sound familiar, but I don't know too much about her. But I'm gonna definitely be tuning in. And Irina Alexeva, I don't know much about her. Yeah, she's 3-1. She's an up and comer. This is a catch weight fight at 130. So okay. This will interest. Oh yeah. I know Stephanie Page. I remember Stephanie Page because she fought Flora Hani. Yeah. I seen her. I just saw her last fight. Because Flora Hani, I interviewed Flora Hani, and Flora Hani, she's a French fighter, and yeah, that was a good fight. They really went at it. That was a close one. Yeah, Flora Hani versus Stephanie Page. Yeah. Okay. I just seen her by face, but yeah, I remember Hani, of course, because it wasn't that fight I interviewed her before. I interviewed her when she was going to be on Invicta, but she had to pull out. Stephanie Page has a win over Melanie Jugels. That don't interest Markos, so Melanie Jugels. Or according to Markos, is Melanie Giggles. So, matter of fact, I turned on the TV a couple of days ago, and you wouldn't believe what fight came on. Manon Fiorot versus Melanie Giggles. I know ain't nobody gonna believe that, but it's true. I can't remember what channel it was on. They were showing like throwback fights, and Manon Fiorot versus Melanie Giggles was on right after I got off the live stream. Right after I got off the live stream talking about Manon and her interview. There it is. Manon Fiorot versus Melanie Giggles. That was crazy. Melanie Giggles, she's got that resume like Emmanuel Augustus. Man, she's been around. Yeah, okay. So the Stephanie Page fight should be interesting. Yeah, she's coming off a loss to my girl Florhani. Okay. If y'all don't know who Florhani is, like I said, she's a French fighter, former boxer, and she is teammates with Carla Esparza and Brittany Cloudy and so on. Which is crazy. You talk to her, you can get an interview with her, but you can't with Carla, huh? You know, you get to interview with some of her people, but hey, you can't with her. So I don't know. Matter of fact, here y'all go. I got an interview with her right here. I'm gonna post a link up for y'all. And where is it? Let's see. Yeah, this is a girl that fought Stephanie Page I interviewed. Hold on. Let me watch that right there. There you go. Oh, yeah. So, anyways, yeah, Bellator has 2 fights, you know, that have some interest in me. Yeah, and yeah, 2 beasts. They're always free. Yeah, I respect that. Free prelims. Yeah. And LFA, are they going right now? No, they start at 9 o'clock tonight, I think. So I got to get off here because I got to watch these. Yeah, LFA is tonight at 10 p.m. Never mind. 10 p.m. Let me see. 10 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, okay. LFA starts at 10 p.m. Let's see. You got Brittany Camozzi versus Kelsey Arnesian. Both fighters are 0-1, so they both seeking their first win. Pauline Macias, I seen her. Okay, versus Marnik Mine. Okay. So you got 2 LFA women fights tonight, 10 p.m. Yeah, she lost to Glory DePaula. I remember her. Okay. Mark said he needs to be on Addict's Cabbage Patch diet. It's a big boy. Stammer says, a fat guy, I'm deeply fit. No, if it's stamina, if it's like that for you, man, we gotta talk. I'm just, we can't ever let it get there, stamina. Stamina, if you ever get to half of this guy, we gotta talk. We gotta talk if you ever get to that point. Well, let me take him off the screen. I'm tired of looking at him, right? What else? Yeah, LFA tonight. Fearless. Have y'all heard of the Fearless card? Hold on. Fearless MMA. I gotta fill y'all in on that tomorrow too. Fearless MMA is a organization. It's a new organization. And they have an all-women's card tomorrow. I think it's an all-women's organization like Invicta. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, let me fill y'all in on this one. Because it's a pay-per-view tomorrow. And don't be cheap. It's a $4.99 pay-per-view. If you go to their website, it's just $4.99. You can support this. If you like WMMA, it's 14 fights for $4.99. I was actually talking to this Tina Pettigrew because, you know, I've talked to her on IG, and she's headlining the card. Tina Pettigrew, she's been in Invicta. She trains with Angela Hill and them. So should be interesting. I mean, it's mostly like a Hispanic and Latino card from what it looks like. But that's good. I'm trying to find this photo. Hold on. That Cabbage Patch died. What do you do? Go out in the field and just graze? Just go out there and graze like a cow? It's 2B said $4.99. Hey, if you spend that much, you definitely can't call out of work then. You had to make all that money back, so you can't call out for the real card. Markos said, have you watched that High Rollers 8 Ladies Night card with Cannabis Fused BJJ? Oh, wow. Are you serious? They was rolling high? They was rolling before they was rolling? Oh, man. Come on. Now I gotta take a left turn here. Hold on. Let me pull that up. Let me see what you're talking about. TJ in the building. What's going on, TJ? High Rollers. Hold on, man. Can't type. High Rollers 8. High Rollers 8. Let's see. Maybe I gotta spell it or I can't find it. Oh, wait a minute. MMAsucker.com. Preview of High Rollers 8. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. I saw this. They was rolling while they was rolling. I saw this. Yeah. Because Jillian. Oh, you know Jillian Robertson's going to be there. They had Jessica I. Yeah. I saw this. I didn't know it had anything to do with that, though. I thought it was just BJJ tournament. Because I just kept flipping by. Yeah, I saw this, but I didn't know that. I didn't know that element was added to it. Did it perfect Jillian's game or did it make it worse? Man, that's crazy, man. Oh yeah, now Juliana Miller. Yeah, I know she be up in there. Yeah, Juliana Miller. Jillian Robertson, not Priscilla, they're talking about who she's fighting. Yeah, Jessica I, of course. Angela Hill. Yeah, I kept passing by this thing. I didn't know, I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't know it was actually a tournament. I thought they were just advertising, weed or something, but okay. It was rolling high. Yeah, Jillian, boy, you ain't got to tell her twice. She'll be up in there. Man, they're on High Rollers 7. This was High Rollers 8. High Rollers 7 was Cops versus Stoners. Oh, man, you can actually watch this stuff, too, man. This is crazy. On Bare Knuckle TV. Yeah, Ladies Night. Let me see, October 16th, there was, the Ladies Night. Hold on. Okay. I'd be surprised, like, Jillian would probably become better if she was always high, right? Oh, man. See, that's why I said Jillian won a belt. That's because she got to perform in her environment. Smoked out. Okay, that's crazy. Funny. Tune in to high rollers and watch them roll before they roll. Okay. So yeah, here we go. Fearless Woman MMA. This is tomorrow night. It's in Mexico. And you got a good 14 fights. The live stream you can see down there is a pay-per-view. Live stream pay-per-view for $4.99. I know y'all don't have tickets to go down there to Mexico. It's a little too late. So tickets, you can get there. I mean, if you're in that area, you want to go down there. It's right there. But yeah, this is the lineup. Not too many big names on here. I mean, like I said, the main one I know is Tina Pettigrew. But I mean, it's probably gonna be good. Probably be some good, entertaining fights. I mean, you got a good 14 on here to choose from, so something's going to be action packed, right? So definitely tune into this, man. I'm gonna check it out. 6 p.m. is the prelims, so I'll be going back and forth. I'll probably pull that up on the laptop and then watch the UFC fights. Yeah, so we got a lot of WMMA going down this weekend, man. Bellator, LFA, UFC, Fearless. I think 2B said things like this make me appreciate Val even more, honestly. Oh, you mean like as far as her dedication? Do you mean like, is that what you mean, 2B's like her dedication to being clean and about the sport? Because I mean, yeah, if you mean that, I agree with you 100%. Mark said we got Verna versus Ebos soon too. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Verna Ebos is gonna be a good fight. I'm leaning towards Verna early on. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so last topic before I jump over here. And TJ said, just kidding, but not sure it's worth the time, let alone the money. Oh man, you ain't got $4.99 to dish out? Okay, I'll let you know anyway. I'm gonna watch it. TJ said he ain't got $4.99 for that. Come on, man, that's 14 fights. You ain't even paying $1 a fight. It's like a quarter a fight, right? Almost a quarter a fight. Like 20 cents a fight. So watch. Yeah. Non-smoker and drink, I respect that. Yeah, I don't smoke myself. I only drink once a year, if that. I know people gonna think I'm crazy, but I'll drink a beer during New Year's. I'll drink a beer at a party. Then next thing you know, it's 2 years later before I last drink. So yeah, I'm not a heavy drinker. Last heavy time I drunk was like 2 years ago, and that was just to have fun. But yeah, other than that, man, yeah, I don't drink, man. Like during the pandemic, I didn't want to drink at all either. So I think I had one beer since during the pandemic as it eased up. But yeah, I didn't want to drink at all because I just didn't want to mess up my immune system during this crazy time, Yeah, I'm not. I just noticed, I don't drink, man. Yeah, don't smoke. So. I'll drink before I smoke, though. TJ said I can go to bars and see fights for free. I don't like bar fights. I don't want glass and tables, chairs flying at me. I want to watch it from the safety of my home. TJ be the one instigating the fight in the bar, though. All right, let me stop. Okay, so last topic. I'm not going in too much. I just wanted to talk a little bit about Rose and Weili too. Um, yeah, after listening to both of their interviews and just looking at, Rose and her demeanor and Weili, her demeanor in this fight, I think that Rose is more so sitting pretty when it comes down to knowing she got the upper hand in the fashion that she wanted to. She knew how to get it and get everybody on her side in such a way where if you say anything about it, then everybody's going to point the finger at you. You know what I mean? Like, if you do address the crowd, then it's you that's weak. But Rose Namajunas, like I said, she knows how to play the game. She knows how to play the game. And it's a dirty game. It's a dirty trick. But you got to be open to that type of stuff. You got to understand, like, fighters aren't superheroes. Fighters are not gods. A lot of these people, a lot of these fighters, they're showing us something. They're showing us something that's a beautiful art, and they're showing us dedication. They're showing us that fighting is their therapy, but at the same time, there are some broken things about them. They're still human, and some of the things that Rose will do or any other fighter will do, you can't condone. You know what I mean? Like, you can't condone certain things. Like, person's unstable, yeah, sure. Good boxer, yeah. Did she do something dirty? Yeah, she did. Can she fight? Yeah, she can. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of yeses down the board, but not all of them are going to be good. Not all of them are going to be good, and I think that she definitely set herself up psychologically for not only the first fight, but for the next fight, because now it makes Weili kind of question herself. Weili has gone to the extent of, moving to Arizona, getting with Henry Cejudo, when really there was only a couple of kinks in Weili's armor that I think needed to be corrected. If Weili had just perfected her defense, then all of that other stuff that she has, all them other tools that we talked about, she could have went in there. She could go in there now in the second fight and execute, because that's all I think it was. I just think that she spent too much time on the outside. Her defense wasn't there. But if she had committed to, keeping her hands up, closing the distance early, putting the pressure on Rose, then everything else was a go. So I don't think she needs to change anything except those minor details, like staying away from the outside. You got to close the distance. But it did something mentally to her. It did do something mentally. And I think Weili is not really making excuses now. I got another video coming, but I'm going to talk, I'll talk more in that video. Weili is not making excuses at this point. She's just answering questions. Like, people have to understand that whenever Ariel Helwani asks her a question about the crowd, how did it make you feel, she's going to reply. It's in her culture. It's in her to be respectful and answer the question. It's not about, just kind of being diplomatic or finding some other way to dance around the answer. She's going to be honest, and I think she's being honest. She's just saying that Rose did a good job at turning the crowd against her. Now, again, it's on her to not let the crowd get to her, but she's just telling you that, yes, it messed her up. It messed her up in that fight. But moving forward, she got to focus. And I think the one thing I was going to say too in this video is the fact that Weili, just came straight out and said it. No saltiness. She just said that this is how it went. And to me, she didn't really disregard Rose's performance or anything. She said Rose is a bad fighter. She just said that, hey, I lost because of this. And again, it's not like she's making an excuse. It's just the same answer, same question being asked over and over and over. So she's just going to answer it over and over and over. we just don't have to keep thinking of it as a new excuse over and over, you know. But it's a battle of mental right now, and I think that Zhang Weili has the master tunnel, you know, that tunnel vision, that straight tunnel vision, you know, ignore everybody else, just go straight ahead, and you get that target in front of you. That's Rose, you know, that target that was messing with you the first time, throwing shots at you. And like I said, I know people, man. I study people, like, you know, in I'm gonna say my leisure time, but I just study people's actions. And Rose can be a very, very sneaky person, man. Like, I mean, it works for her in the game, and you just have to kind of know how to crack it. You have to know, I won't even say crack it, you just have to know how to ignore it. You know, Andrade ignored it. Tisha Torres, he'll ignore it. Carlos Esparza ignored it. You know, fighters like that, they ignore it. Even with, you know, in this recent interview, you know, Rose, she kind of threw little sneak disses. She was like, I don't know if she wants to be my friend anymore after I kicked her in the face. You know, something like that. You know, she knows how to say, she can think what she want. I know she wanted to be friends, but I kicked her in the face, so she probably doesn't want to be friends. So she knows how to throw a little sneak diss in there. Like, I was looking at some past interviews from before, and like, she knows how to do it. That's what I'm saying. Like, she's playing verbal boxing, but nobody's catching it. Like, and she might say she's not a genius at it, which she's not. I mean, it's just in her character to automatically flip words and manipulate the way she does. You know what I mean? Like, some people just have a gift for it. And to get what you want, and you've been doing it this long, then you already have like a rhythm that you go at. The same way you see her move her feet in the octagon, that's how she's moving with her words to get what she wants. You know, in a verbal battle or mental battle, she's just going, okay, you know, you're a good fighter and all, but, you know, I did kick you in the face. You know, say stuff like that, like, not a genius, but I did make the crowd turn on you. You can think whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like, the truth, the truth is like in her words, but it's always going to be, it's not going to be obvious to the average fan. You know, like, I was reading her body language, like I said, and, you know, just listening to what she was saying, and I'm like, she's giving you the answer right there. You know, she's giving you everything she just did, and no, she ain't sorry. You know, and like I said, would I be begging for her apology? No. You know, if I was Zhang Weili, no. I mean, to make her respect go, you know, give her points, you know, give points back to her and respect her, then I would do that if she did apologize. That's why I was telling somebody earlier today. I was like, yeah, like, I would give her points back if she apologized, if she really meant it. But since she don't, hey, you just got to go in there. You just got to go back in there and get it. And just say, forget the crowd. You know, the crowd don't make you. You know, crowd don't make you. I mean, all these other champions, you know, Valentina. That's why I respect Valentina as a champion, because there's no mind games with her. Like, Valentina just wants to reap the rewards of being a champion and training hard. Like, she wants to reap the rewards of hard work. You know, Valentina treats every fight the same. You know, I mean, same energy. Every time it's improved skills, getting better as a fighter, better, you know, much more disciplined, and that's why it doesn't take much for Valentina to get up, because she knows when she gets up for a fight, it's about her. It's not about bad mouthing my opponent or getting the crowd on my side. It's about entertaining the crowd with my hard work and dedication. That's what Valentina is as a champion. She's a consistent champion, one that does it for herself, herself being, in this world, she wants to continue to just improve and get better as a person. It's not about trying to find the energy in these deep, dark places, and like ruffling feathers. It's just about fighting and being better. She said like the reward is showing off the hard work in the gym. That's what it is. Mark Roberts said, if Rose beats Young and then beats Carla, I'm gonna start calling Rose the champion killer. Yeah, she'll be that. She will be that if she does that. Marcus Andrade trying to be slick, sneaking back to strawweight. She trying to, man. She's trying to get back down there. I don't think she need to do that though. High Five said, if everyone believes that Rose isn't wrong, the world isn't gonna have peace anymore. Rose has fooled her fans right from the start. Yeah, like I said, like, yeah, what she did was just like, come on now. When it was done, I was like, what you meant, Rose. I was like, it's not about what Zhang Weili thinks you meant. It's about what we all know you meant. And, she ain't going on record to say, oh, no, I didn't mean it that way. Because you did mean it that way. So whatever Zhang Weili knows or thinks is correct. But all that aside, like I said, man, get in there and fight. Shut your mouth, both of you. Just close your mouth. Do what y'all do best, and that's fight. Fighters aren't the smartest people in the world, no offense. But I'm just saying, like, when you dedicate yourself to the sport, you take blows to the head, that's how it is. Like, nobody's coming to see you perform heart surgery. Nobody's coming to see you crack this code to help build this new rocket or anything like that. We're not trying to see you do any of that stuff. You're not working on our finances. So stop trying to play games and sound more intelligent than you are. Just close your mouth and fight, because that's what everybody's paying you to see you do. Not see you try to rile up and get the rally up the posse behind you. Let people decide who they want to be fans of. That's what it all comes down to. Let people decide. That's why I said going into this fight the first time back in March, I was like, yo, we got two fighters that are just going to keep quiet and give us a good fight. Then Rose got to go and open her mouth and say something stupid. I was like, oh boy, come on now. Damn. Just do this. Come on. But yeah, that's my take for right now. We'll talk more in a technical manner on this thing. High five. Oh yeah, I read that. TJ said, why should Andrade fight Rose again? I mean, it's a good fight. But I mean, Marina Rodriguez is the truth right now. High five said, Valentina is the real definition of a champion. Bad champion looks like Rose. Dang. Everyone doesn't believe Rose isn't wrong. Most people just don't care. Or they're the same way. She just said most fans just care about the fight, so they won't say jack about racist comments or whatever, especially in the UFC, right? If it's the right person, like for Rose, if it was to be something blatantly racist, people would defend it in some way. But if John Jones happened to say something racist to anybody non-black, then they would be down his throat. So it all depends on the situation. Stamina said, because she left the division, TJ, if that was her aim, she should have stuck around. She's had 3 fights in another division. No interest until another door had closed for her. Markos said Andrade is about to do a cannonball back in the strawweight division. She gonna send Dern, Esparza, Jan Janan, all of them flying in the air. If she comes in with a cannonball, CJ said he want anybody to fight Rose. Damn. TJ said, bring Betch Coer back out of retirement to fight Rose Namajunas. He said, get Betch Coer back in there. He said, I want Betch Coer versus Rose at 135 or GDR. But yeah, man, it's going down, man. This weekend we got some good stuff going on. Like I said, I'm gonna check out this fearless card, and I know some of y'all fans probably want to. Markos said he'll definitely watch some women throw down. So yeah. So let me get up out of here, y'all. I'm gonna cut it short tonight. I mean, I've been on an hour and 13, but you know, that's short to me, right? I'm usually on here forever. But on the way out, make sure you hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Like always, if you hit the thumbs up, I keep on doing these. And if you hit the thumbs up, I think that makes my notifications go out. Because like I said, seems like they don't go out for my channel. I don't know. Who cares? They don't go out, unfortunately. Mark says, so if Weili beats Rose and Andrade drops back to 115, does she think Andrade lasts longer against Zhang Weili? It depends. If Weili beats Rose and Andrade drops back down, does he think Andrade lasts longer against Zhang Weili? I think so. I think Zhang Weili might. I think Andrade will last a little bit longer because she won't go rushing in. You know, she'll try to be smarter. She might last. Yeah, she'll probably last longer. You know, you ain't gonna make. You know, she ain't gonna try to make the same mistake. So, yeah. But yeah, that's it for tonight, y'all. I am up out of here, and let's see. Maybe be back on tomorrow. Do a little bit of live stream before fight night. But we will be back on Sunday for sure. Yeah, we'll probably come on sometime tomorrow and throw down. And well, we ain't gonna throw down. We're gonna have a conversation. Ain't no fighting. So. Yeah. Weili won't ever finish Andrade that quick again because Andrade, she's not gonna go in the same way. So yeah, not at all, man. Yeah. I mean, she could probably finish her in the first round, but not as quick, right? Like Zhang Weili probably could knock her out in the first round, but it won't be as quick as the first round first time. Okay, y'all. So let me get up out of here. Like always, make sure y'all subscribe. Combo Worker 99. I am out.